Hey, I'm Keith Alexander, and I'm a sound engineer, stroke media producer, stroke content creator, stroke educator, stroke loads of things, because that's what I do. Many plates, very short day. Originally, myself and a few buddies, they put a band together. I was never any good at guitar, and they had two guitarists and an amazing bass player. So unfortunately, I ended up being the manager. From then, we'd go into studio and do demos. And I just loved the vibe in the studio. I've said it before. It was a great vibe in there, and I kind of loved that thing. And then I thought, you know what? There's something that I could actually get into, be. It just felt right, And then I got a summer job in a big fancy studio in town. And I was running all summer, and any other time I could get in there. So I'd jump on my bike after school and get in there, and I'm working 10-hour days, 6 days a week, but I didn't care. I was working with some of the best, working in amazing spaces, and it was brilliant. I loved it, and I did it, and I didn't care. Working on TV, film, animation, dubbing, game, designing, mixing. So TV shows, animations, short movies, all that sort of stuff. That's kind of what I'm been working on. A week prior to the first lockdown, I built this studio. So I kind of was tipping away all the time, because the setup I have here, I can do webinars, I can do teaching, I can do mixing of TV shows, editing of movies. I can bring from here into 5.1, do my full edit, bring it to stage, and it's pretty much there. There is nothing more important to have a sound guy on your gig. The sound guy on your gig, I've sat through and mixed, edited and worked on so many TV shows, so many projects, so many corporate gigs, whatever. And they say that they can save money by not getting a sound guy. It's okay. The cameraman will be able to do the sound. Now, there's a couple of cameramen out there that can actually position a microphone somewhat. They're constantly asking me what they should be doing. But otherwise, it is a false economy by not hiring a proper sound person for the job. I just finished a series there. It was absolutely brilliant. They had professional guys on there. So they're up hills and the wind is howling around them. They're down in dales and, they're a million miles from the microphones, or, there's crosstalk, or there's guests and there's people moving all the time. But there was sound guys on the gig. And it was the sound guys that captured the sound correctly. So the sound came to me, the audio, the dialogue, the speech, the whatever you want to call it, came to me, and I had very, very little to do, relatively. An awful lot of people are trying to save money by not hiring a professional sound guy. And if you're not hiring a professional sound guy, you're not getting professional sound. And if you're not getting professional sound, I'll have to charge you so much more just to sit there and clean it up for you. So spend the money. Hire the correct guys for the correct job. Save yourself some money, because I'm going to come down with a massive invoice for cleaning up and stuff like that. What kind of projects do I like working on? Oh, wow. I've always said that I kind of see my world through my ears, because it's my dominant sense. And with that, I love applying that experience to whatever project I'm working on. Having a sense of the situation that the scene is in, the sense of the movement in the scene, the sense of the perspective in the scene, and designing that. I've talked about the natural history stuff before, the movement of the animals, designing animal noises, the movement, the weight of the animals, the sleight of the animals, in in film and TV shows, you know, the characters, how you can tell the story within the script with just the audio. You know, what weight is the character that is walking across the screen? What is his mood? You know, you can all generate a whole new story, a whole new narrative, or embellish the narrative with Foley. You know, you can put minor chords in there in your Foley, if you understand what I mean, for the baddies or that kind of sense, you know. So when I'm just let loose on a gig like that and there you go, Keith, you just work away, do the sound effects and whatever. It's just mega. Love it. What is the one question that I'd like to ask somebody in another department? Where's the wild track? The sound guy recorded all the wild track, ambiences, atmos, whatever you want to call it. It got copied over onto a drive. The drive went to the editor. The editor, where's the timelines? Loads of timelines. No ambience, no wild track, no nothing. So I'd love to know where all these gorgeous recordings disappeared to in the edit suite. I think there's a hole in the corner that all these drives are just sucked into, mini black holes. All your recordings, gone. My name is Keith Alexander, and this has been Know Your Sound with Rycode.